Wow, guys, can you believe it? We are at second week, day 5, and we have completed our shapes unit. All right, our 2-week unit all about shapes. So let's read our objective today. I can identify, draw, and compare 2D and 3D shapes given what I know about their attributes. So today's lesson is just going to be a quick review, and then I have a game that I sent your parents through email that you guys can play as a family, just to review before you take your fun Kahoot quiz today. So let's go over all the big ideas that we have learned in our shapes unit. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for watching all these videos and making it through to the end of our unit. You guys are amazing. Say, I rock. All right, guys. So remember our vocabulary attributes. What does that mean? It means features of a shape. The sides, vertices, angles, faces, okay? All those things make up the attributes or what makes a shape, all right? We learned all about 2D shapes and 3D shapes. So let's review some of those. Are right here. We've got circle, semicircle, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. And we also learned about our 3D shapes, our sphere, our prism, our cuboid or rectangular prism, our cube, our cylinder, our pyramid, and our cone. We learned how to count the shape, count the sides, the vertices, the faces on those shapes. You learned how to count all the sides and vertices and angles as well. Great job. Keep up the good hard work in math. We also learned what a polygon is. It is a 2D shape that has 3 straight lines, and it's a closed shape. All the sides connect. How do you know it's not a polygon? If it's not a polygon, it's an open shape. The sides don't connect, has less than 3 sides, and has curved lines. Moving into what's a regular polygon. We learned a regular polygon is a 2D shape. It's closed, as 3 or more sides, and all the angles are equal, and all the sides are the same, okay? Moving on to what an irregular polygon is. An irregular polygon means that it's a 2D shape. It's closed, 3 or more sides, but here's the big difference, guys. The sides and the angles can be different sizes. They can go inward, they can go outward. It can look kind of funky, right? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a pentagon, but look how crazy it looks. So we know that it's an irregular polygon, okay? Still, those sides are straight, but those angles are really just all different sizes, okay? The sides have different lengths as well. Let's move on. What is a quadrilateral? We learned a quadrilateral is a 4-sided polygon. So just a reminder on that polygon. A polygon is a 2D shape. It's closed, has more than 3 sides and the same length, sides, and angles. So its opposite sides are, and also in a quadrilateral, remember it's 4-sided, its opposite sides are parallel, which means like this, guys. Parallel means it's lines that don't cross. So think of my arm as a line, and my other arm as a line, and my arms are not crossing. These are parallel, okay? Parallel are lines that do not cross. So if you have a quadrilateral, those lines are not going to cross. They're going to be like this, okay? So let's take a look at our review game for today. So this game, you're going to need you're going to need a board game. So you're also going to need this printable that I sent your parents through email. So this printable includes some review questions of our entire unit. Now there's 2 papers to this. One of them is the game cards, and the other one is the answer key. So make sure that you don't need to cut up the answer key. That's just a reference for whoever's playing with you, whether you're playing with a big sister, big brother, or you're playing with your parents. That way you guys have a reference on you can kind of prove the answer is right. Okay, you can check your work with that. This one, though, however, you are going to need to cut out each one of those boxes, and that's going to make your game cards. So your review game cards. So you can grab any board game. So like at my family, we have Candyland would work, Connect 4 would work, Trouble, we have Trolls Trouble, any of these games, anything that you've got at home, maybe your favorite board game, Uno, a card game would also work. So here's how the game works. So you follow the same rules as whatever your game is. So if I'm playing Connect 4, I'm trying to get 4 in a row, right? So I'm going to, on my turn, my first thing is I'm going to draw one of these cards. I'm going to pull it and I'm going to read it. I'm going to see tell everybody who's playing what the answer is. Then we're going to check it on our answer key and we're going to see, are we right? If we're right, then we can move on and we can actually take our turn and put our piece in. If you're wrong though, you're also gonna keep the card, okay? The card does not go in, it goes in, you can keep the card. So you wanna try to get the most cards as well. If you're wrong, however, you're gonna lose your turn and it's the next person's turn in the game and you return that card back into the pile so that you can try it again. So once all the cards are gone, then you can just continue playing your game like normal and finish, or you can say the game is over. It's up to you how you want to play that. And this is just a fun review game that you can play with your family. Remember, do not, this is not you have to do this. It's just there for you as a review, kind of just a fun little game you can play. If you don't have a printer or you don't have ink for your printer, don't worry about printing it out, all right? Okay, so that's a review game. I want you guys to play with your family if you have time. And then our challenge for today. So the challenge is, I want you to show me what you know today. So we just finished our entire shape unit. So say, oh yeah. So we are going to go to Kahoot.it. Now this has to be played using a phone or a tablet. The way that I set the game up, it cannot be played on a computer, unfortunately. So you're going to need to download the app on a tablet or a phone. And then it says to enter the game code. It's going to ask you for a game code. Just enter that game code 0178063. It's going to take you right to the game. And make sure that you type in your name for the game. I'm not sure if it gives you a silly name or if you get to type it. So we'll see what happens there. So it may just give you a silly name and that's fine too, okay? And then once you're done with the Kahoot quiz, click submit. And let's all do a sparkler cheer. This is a new Avid cheer because you finished your entire shape unit. Way to go. You're amazing. So watch this. The sparkler cheer goes like this. You have a finger here in front of you, and that's your sparkler. And then you're going to take you're going to snap back and forth, and you say, I sparkle. Ready? Here we go. Sparkler cheer. Snap, 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 snap. I sparkle. So good job, guys. Thanks for all your hard work. Keep it up, and I can't wait to see how you do on that Kahoot quiz. Have fun. Bye, guys.